Thanks for checking out Fast Eddie's Chop Shop. Here you have every right to be wrong, and I'm going to break it down for you. What makes this video so evil is I actually have to watch how I word things because I don't want some arbiter of free speech sitting in their parents' basement, wiping Dorito dust off of their chest, deciding that you shouldn't hear what I have to say. Welcome to America now. Let's start off with a story. I just heard that an 11-year-old boy, girl, Zimzer, I don't know, YouTube, TikTok, gender doesn't matter. I'm with you. Sieg Heil. The problem I have is kind of the 11-year-old part. Back when we were young, at the appropriate age, parents privately had conversations with their children, whatever age it was with their particular child, that they sensed that the child was beginning to think about, let's call it bedroom things. And that could be different for different children. You know, for some, you know, it's maybe it's 14. I'd venture to say that's probably about the age that most parents would have sat their children down, said, hey, what's going on with everything in you? That's all normal. It's, you know, you got weird feelings. These are the pitfalls to look out for. You know, we went through it. Don't worry about it. We went from it being a private matter to sensationalizing and putting children on platforms. You know, there was a time where publicly and as a society, we didn't talk bedroom things with children. For very good reason. In fact, the popo would have been knocking at your door if somebody had heard at maybe 11 years old or 10 years old, a parent was discussing things with them. I mean, you know, society didn't want you letting them get a tattoo. It's not appropriate to drink a beer with your 10-year-old kid. I agree with all that. As much as I'm libertarian, I mean, you got to have some rules so that parents who don't have a brain, you're at least instilling them some sense and guideline. You don't, do drugs with your kids. You don't drink with your kids. You don't allow, let's say, a 10-year-old bring again, I have to watch how I say things, their partner over to stay the night. There's certain things as parents you don't do or allow to have happen. But as a society, we have just tossed those things to the side. They're meaningless now. It is frightening how meaningless it is. Let's call them bedroom things. If your son or daughter, or again, YouTube, TikTok, or your non-binary or whatever, came to you, or you got the sense that they were, starting to think about those things, you didn't, again, put them on a platform and celebrate that. Today's modern lingo and words matter. They were, you hear this thing, love is love. I agree. I love both men and women. I really do. I love my wife. I love my dad, my brothers, and my sisters. So love is an emotion. So many times what they really mean by those statements are bedroom things. And that's fine. It's America. You can be and do whatever if I want to be Batman today, I can go home and be Batman. And there's not a darn thing that you should be able to say or do to me to stop me from doing that. So it's America. I really don't care. What I do care about is some of the things, inappropriate things that are going on at inappropriate ages. You know, a couple years ago, I started saying that in my lifetime, we were going to see, like in the Roman days, bathhouses with children. Take a look at who one of Nero's wives was at 10 years old, I think, was the age they figure. Right before Rome fell. And I said, based on the current trajectory that our nation is on, we were going to see some of the things that were going on in Rome in my lifetime. Boy, was I wrong. It's not just my lifetime. If it's my lifetime, I'm going to be dead early. It's much shorter than just my lifetime. Just based on everything. I mean, think about it. If we're celebrating 7, 8, 9, 10, 11-year-olds with celebrating their bedroom feelings publicly, it is a very short hop, skip, and a jump before we don't care what people's actions are, like real world actions. So just a thought here. What are we doing? America has not been a Christian nation, quote unquote Christian nation, in decades and decades and decades. If not since the Roaring 20s. But right now, we are exporting evil and then wondering why other countries call us evil. They're right about a lot of things. Now, I hold out hope that thinking people, remember what Joe Biden said, the adults are back in. So far, I'm not seeing that. But if thinking adults stop being silent and speak up, we have hope. But if we allow these things to continue and we don't say anything, there's no hope. What do you think?